Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. I am here with Lauren Elizabeth.
Hello.
A host of the toast and a toaster herself. So you are poised for success today.
I am just a true toaster every day.
Every day.
Every day.
How do you take a bite out of your morning toast?
I take a bite out of my morning toast at around 1 p.m.
Okay.
Los
LA
Angeles time. And I listen to it on the podcast app. Gonna switch over to Spotify.
Cool.
Very excited.
It's an exciting time.
But I listen to it in the car. I just started watching on YouTube because I had to get the full, Claudia doing her interpretive dancing behind the bushes.
Right.
Yes.
No, that has to be seen to believe. But how do you feel YouTube versus podcast? Like, do you have any notes for us? Anything?
I don't have any notes. It's definitely interesting seeing your guys' facial expressions on YouTube that I don't get to see on the podcast. So I would say if you're listening to the podcast, give YouTube a try. It's actually full screen it. It's like watching TV. It's great. I might switch over, but there's a lot of LA traffic, so it's nice to have both.
Okay, and you've been in New York for a few days now, and I feel like people in LA are really like gung-ho about their traffic. But I think that New York traffic is worse.
100%.
You agree?
Yes.
Oh my God,
it's
thank
horrible.
you. Like LA traffic, it's like people in LA is like claim to fame. It's like the traffic.
No.
All they talk about is the traffic. The traffic here is so much worse.
It's horrible.
And not enough people talk about it. I try to talk about it once a day on this show, just so that you guys know how bad we have it here. And when I do make the move to Cleveland, everyone will know why.
What is with you in Cleveland?
I've never been to Cleveland. But
Okay, so you've never been.
No,
so this is just like a full-blown fantasy.
No, but I was talking one night, and I'm not obsessed with New York City. I love it for now, but I don't see myself being here forever.
Really?
Yeah, because the traffic and just the pace and the people, everyone's angry, and it gives anxiety, and I just always feel like I have my hands in fists, you know? And I want to go somewhere where I'm like this.
Yes.
For the podcast listeners, where my hands are open and relaxed. And so I was just thinking, all across the country, where could I move? And there are so many different suburbs of New York, and I just have a problem with each suburb for a different reason.
Right.
Each one has their own stereotype, and I feel like you're always kind of in the shadow of New York. You're always trying to get to New York.
Right,
but
right. You're trying to go
here,
into the city.
And I don't want to be somewhere where I'm thinking about being here.
Right.
So there's a lot of different great cities in New York, but I just feel like Cleveland has so many. There's so many different shows and stuff where people's lives have just been better from moving to Cleveland. The Tina Fey 30 Rock episode where she goes to Cleveland and she's so happy. Then there's the show Hot in Cleveland, where literally the premise is that they are hot in Cleveland. They're sexy in Cleveland because they're not in LA. And then Chloe moved to Cleveland and she seems so at peace.
That's when her life really took a turn for the best / worst.
And Travis and Kylie were talking in GQ about how when they first started dating, they were on tour and they were walking around. They went to Cleveland. And they just walked the streets of Cleveland. They were able to be themselves. And it's just Cleveland sounds like this paradise.
I understand, but for me, it's just LA is my paradise.
Is it?
Because I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
So New York doesn't appeal to me at all because I get here and the smells just...
I hear you.
Oh my God, the humidity with the smells, I'm constantly I don't know what to do with my mouth and my nose. And then I'm someone who as much as people are oh my God, people in LA are the worst, I'm everyone cares how many followers they have on Instagram. But when you find the right parts, if you don't go to West Hollywood, you don't have to deal with people that want to be Kylie Jenner. And then I live in Brentwood, and so I just get to be hey, how are you? I feel I'm the only one that said thank you for my coffee this morning in New York.
In New York.
She was you're welcome. I was oh God, so sorry that I wanted to have small talk with you. It's just everyone's so on edge and doesn't want to talk, and I just want to chat with my barista.
No, I feel that. And you have a good crew in LA that it seems a lot
of. Yeah, you just find your people. Mm-hmm. And my one friend was always just I hate LA, I want to go to New York. And I was your problems are gonna follow you there. Figure your shit out here. Now she loves LA.
And I feel New York is even harder. There's just so much to sift through.
And there's just smells and the traffic. And at least in LA, you have Waze. And you just if you can't take Wilshire or the 405, you take Santa Monica.
Right,
there's
you could
so
take
many
the
options.
street. You're never just sitting stuck, can't move, have to just get out of the car. You're even when I've been in traffic in LA, I'm moving.
Yeah, you're moving around it. You're going left to right. Does it interrupt my podcast listening? Yeah, but then I know I get to listen for longer because my nav interrupted you guys for a second. And I'm that just saved me 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
And now I get to listen to you guys for longer.
Every second counts. Well, we've been doing really long episodes recently.
The best.
Really?
Oh my God, when I see it's an hour and 30, I'm yes.
Oh wow.
It's good. When it's when it says 47 minutes, I'm
Sorry.
Like, guys, like...
We had somewhere to be.
Yeah, it's like you guys are always like, okay, we have like somewhere to go today, so like we're gonna like go quick. And I'm like, rude.
That's so funny because the show is like really, I think when we started, it was intended to be, we never had like a format, but like I would say 30 minutes, and then if there's a guest, there's more.
Right.
But now it's like, if we're at an hour, it's a good day.
Yeah.
Like it's a normal day.
No, I love it. The more the merrier. Go all day.
Okay, good to know. We're gonna make this a long one then for you guys. Sorry,
Oh, God.
Jake. Anyways, but the thing about New York, they say, is if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And I feel like I'm making
You're
it here,
making it here,
which makes me feel like I'll make it in Cleveland.
And now that you've made it here, drop everything, screw it, start over. Easy.
Totally.
Go to Cleveland. I will not visit you in Cleveland.
No, no one will. But
I'm
maybe
from a
that's,
suburb.
Maybe that's what I want.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that's my big plan.
I'm in.
Okay, well, thank you for professing your love for the toast. We love you
Of
right back,
course.
and we're so happy that you're here. Like, there's just so much exciting stuff going on with you.
Yes.
For those people who don't know you, what's the short bio? What's the one line?
Oh, God.
What's your Instagram bio?
I don't even know what my Instagram bio is. I change it a lot because I'm always like, do I want to be like full of myself or do I want to be like quirky? And then I like can't be quirky and it's a whole thing. I would say like I started on YouTube, so I definitely am like a digital personality, but I also act. My Twitter bio is I act and create things. So stupid. I almost changed it the other day, but I was like, it really does describe what I do. Because I do a lot of stuff. So like I do traditional acting, like movies, TV series, whatever. But then I do unscripted, and then I have my clothing line, and then I have my home decor line, and I still blog. I do everything. It's a nightmare.
Well, it sounds great.
And
it sounds like it's going really well. You are
Yes.
wearing your own clothing line today,
I
which
am.
I'm shook by.
Yeah.
Her pants are $58.
Yes.
Don't they look so fancy?
Yeah, they're fancy. It's really the matte black button. I'm very obsessed with it because it really just like makes it a pant. Like imagine if this was silver.
Right, and it's like your
You'd
button's
be like,
popping out.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. I never thought of it that way. I
Yeah.
don't like think about the details like that, but I guess that's what makes you a designer.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
me, just a prestigious morning show host.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, the last time Lauren came on the show, she was wearing leopard pants.
Yes.
And now she's wearing leopard tops, so she's always giving her best leopard look for the
Yes.
show.
I know I need to come through when I'm on the toast.
Yeah, and you totally do, and you totally have. And the rest remains to be seen, but
Yes.
let's get into the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
So you don't get to hear it.
No, so you just have to like hope that
imagine
it all
it.
happens.
Just like-
Is it loud on the podcast? Okay, good.
Oh my God, wait, I just remembered my one note. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
The volume needs to be higher. And I
Okay.
saw this in the Toasters group.
Okay.
And I don't comment on anything in the Toasters group because I'm like too nervy. And you know, it's overwhelming. And
It
also
is.
like then people will be like, oh, it's like me, and then it's weird.
Right.
But I have to crank it up.
Okay.
So loud. Like you guys need to higher the volume. And then I put on a different podcast and it's like, oh, like, or then the radio
I've
comes
seen
on
that.
and it's brutal. So
I've
it's like
seen
I'm going
that.
like this and I'm like, I just want to hear you, Jackie.
Okay.
So
Jake, you got
On the stream or the podcast?
on the podcast.
Good note.
good
For
note.
a lot of people say on their Bluetooth it's similar.
I think that's actually really easy to fix. Like I think I can just before we upload it, put it in GarageBand, up the volume, and
Just
then send
whoop,
it to
yep.
you guys.
But
Okay,
it's a
thank
toaster.
you.
It's a toaster.
I actually
request.
have seen those posts and the thing when people are like, I put it on all the way high, and then when my radio comes on the next time I'm in the car,
It's horrible.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now we can jump in.
Now we
we're
can
ready.
jump in. Now we're ready for the stories. Our first story is about the Emmys last night because
Yes.
apparently they happened.
We didn't know.
I personally didn't watch because
Neither did
I
I.
think the Emmys are like a little weenie. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's like they don't even happen during award season.
Right. Yeah. I don't even know what award season is anymore, though. I feel like it happens all year long.
Right. And it like starts with the People's Choice Awards, like
Yeah.
now the E
The
Awards.
People's Choice Awards.
Right.
Which, like, I guess is cool.
I guess it's cool. They had a really cool promo commercial. They like were running a commercial that was like just being cool, and I was like, "What is this for?" And then it was for that, and I was like, "Okay, I'm here for it."
Yeah.
I love a good,
I will watch it.
I love a good rebrand, and like E's really on top of their shit these days.
Yes. And I'll watch it if it's on E, because that's where I watch the carpet, and then I usually like don't remember to go to the actual award show.
Right, that's so true. You're
Yeah.
always watching E anyway.
Yeah, and the Kardashians come on, you just get like sucked in, and you're
Right.
like, oh wait, the Emmys are still happening.
But I don't really want to watch the Emmys because I don't watch a lot of the shows that are nominated,
Right.
so I have no skin in the game. But here are some of the winners, and I actually do watch some of these shows. Outstanding Drama Series, Game of Thrones. Duh, it's on another level. Do you not watch?
Was This Is Us nominated for that?
It was.
See,
Fuck,
that's
This
my
Is Us.
show.
What?
No!
I mean, I've never seen an episode, so like.
So then what the fuck?
But everyone tells me I wouldn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, and I really appreciate.
Do you not
that,
like
honestly.
crying?
Do I like crying? I enjoy crying
love
actually,
crying.
but I don't like crying over like scripted, fake shit that's not actually happening in the world. And that's why I really like reality, because even though I'm sure some of it's like, you know, played with and edited, these are people's lives. And like, I feel like when I'm investing in Shannon Bedore's divorce,
That's true.
and taking sides, it's real. As
That's
opposed
true.
to like Mandy Moore's husband dying, ? I don't know. But it's like, that's not even her real husband.
But it's just like, it just pulls at your heartstrings, and it relates to your life. And then
Does
you're just
it?
like crying, and you're like, oh my God.
I guess I've cried at scripted. Like I do watch a few scripted shows. Nashville just ended. The series finale like really made me cry. I forgot to talk about this, but they did an amazing job.
I never watched it.
You don't need
My
to watch
mom
it
loves
to
it,
appreciate this finale. So at the end, one of the main characters is performing at the Grand Ole Opry, which I watched the first episode back, and that's where they opened the show. So it was full circle. And then one by one, he like brings his dad on stage, and then his daughters come on stage, and then one by one, the whole cast of everyone who's ever been on the show and worked on the show comes on stage to sing the song. And the creator of the show is in the middle, and it's like it goes from being Nashville to show to them just like being Nashville like artists. Chills. Oh my God, I was crying. It's just like the show meant so much to so many people, and the town of Nashville. And she was just like, we want to thank the town of. It just like it was like The Hills almost, where it went from being fake to real in 1 second, and all of the characters are themselves. But now some of them really are country artists. Like Lennon and Maisie just came out with a song. So I just thought it was so well done for a last season that was very not good, you guys. But you really brought it back together.
I mean, I'm here for it. I might YouTube that later.
It was really cute. Very Hills vibes. Anyway, so Game of Thrones won drama.
Yes.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I tried.
You tried, okay.
But like not very hard.
How many? You have to give it, I would say, 5 episodes. If you're not the least bit intrigued, you can stop.
Okay, I thought you were about to say 5 seasons, and I was like, that's a lot.
You have to give it 5 years of your life, and then you can stop.
Maybe I'll try.
Outstanding comedy series, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Nah.
I never watched it.
I think that's like an Amazon show, no?
It is an Amazon show, but like
it's like great for digital.
It just like bothers me. I can't explain it.
I like see
Great
like
for
the ads.
digital though.
Great for us.
Great for us.
We're on
you
our
guys.
way
Okay,
to an
fine.
Emmy, which
I can
is
get
fine.
behind it. Outstanding limited series, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, which I did not watch, but I
really
like recorded
good.
all the episodes I intended to, but you know.
I stopped watching when it got like a little dark, and I was like going through some stuff, and I was like, this is making me feel weird and like sad, and I had to like go back to Bravo. But what I did watch was incredible.
Okay.
And you learn a lot.
I want to watch it. Yeah,
It's real, because it's real.
Right. I appreciate that.
So then you can watch it.
And then like your history, like you're just knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, done. Outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Claire Foy, The Crown. Well earned. Do you watch The Crown?
I started, and I forgot to keep going, so I'm gonna keep going now.
It's so interesting, and now with like the Meghan Markle of it all.
I know. So are we gonna see that?
like
but not
probably
for like
in like 4 years.
4. Okay, I was gonna
Because
say like 10.
right now, this next season, they're jumping forward. So Claire Foy is not the queen anymore. They're skipping 20 years.
Okay.
So they're bringing in all new like actors, which is an interesting way to do things. So I feel like this season might be like Diana. Which is crazy.
Oh my God, that's gonna be crazy.
So when like all this Meghan Markle stuff came out, I really wasn't like up on the royal family. I wasn't like super interested. I never really cared about like Will and Kate. And then I started watching The Crown, and like now I'm shook by it all.
Yeah.
I watched like all these documentaries about the Royal House of Windsor, and it's really so crazy. So thanks, Meghan, for getting me into this.
I was like never into Meghan Markle at the beginning. I was like very upset about it. I was like, why the fuck do we care about Meghan Markle? Like, who gives a shit? It would be like, Meghan Markle's dog broke its toe today. And I'm like, oh, since she's marrying Prince Harry, like I'm supposed to care about her fucking dog now?
Before they were engaged, I really didn't care, because I really like was just like this Hallmark actress. Like, good for her.
And I used to watch Suits. So like that's why I also was like, Meghan Markle, I've been watching her on my TV forever, and I never gave a shit. And now I'm like supposed to like be like invested in her day-to-day life.
And they talk about her like she's like, she gave up her acting career. But as Gary Janetti would say, what career?
His Instagram is the best thing on the planet.
It's the best thing on the planet.
Oh my God, I tell so many people about it, and they're like, who's Gary Janetti? I'm like, that is so rude.
That is
like,
so,
he is the best thing that's happened to our Instagram feeds.
No, it's so true, and it's just so honest. Like, no one's honest and mean anymore.
I know, and we need mean people.
Yeah.
Not like to us.
Even though
like
tomorrow's Yom Kippur, and Margot and I were here talking about how we're trying to repent and talk less shit. But
when
if
it's your
true,
job.
when it's my job, and if it's true, it's not talking shit. I'm just stating facts.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's just like one way to
fine.
think about it. Outstanding lead actor in a drama series, Matthew Rhys, The Americans. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series, Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I love saying her last name. Wow. Rachel Brosnahan. It just rolls off the tongue.
Really?
Outstanding lead actor in a comedy series, Bill Hader, Barry, whatever. I don't watch any of these shows, so I'm really glad that I didn't watch the Emmys.
Yeah.
Some of the Michael Che and Colin Jost hosted.
Oh yeah, and you guys were like not here for that for a while.
Well, for a while we weren't into them, but then we went to this charity event.
Yes.
Robin Hood, and they like did a set, and they were so funny.
Yeah.
And I have a whole new take on them now. So now I even watch like Weekend Upton, and I smile more at them. And I was when we announced that they were doing the Emmys, I was actually excited about it because I'm really happy Colin Jost like will work another hour this week,
right?
And maybe live up to ScarJo.
Yes.
But they were being PDA as hell on the red
Really?
carpet. Like they walked together.
I don't like. Do people still say ship it? I don't know.
Yes, people
but
ship
like,
it.
I don't ship
you
it.
anti-ship.
It's not that I anti-ship, like, I just, like, I feel like a mommy-son vibe from them,
Right.
and then, like, the short hair is just, like, she's, like, too, like, sexy and fierce, and it's, like, he's just, like, a little nerdy, but, like, I'm sure
But
that
that's
they
like
laugh
the
a
vibe
lot.
these days, like
Yeah.
Ariana and Pete and like Snapchat
True.
guy and Victoria's Secret.
Oh, yeah, it's, like, starting a trend in LA. Like, people are starting to get engaged. It's so weird.
Really?
Like,
But-
my friend literally was like, oh, yeah, like, our friend so-and-so who's, like, dating, a singer guy, whatever. She's like, oh, yeah, I think they're going to get engaged soon. I was like, is that literally just because of, like, everyone getting engaged?
Wait,
like,
you're
she's
lying.
20. Yeah, I was like, what's going on? I was like, maybe that'll give me a ring sooner. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the new hot
Because no one in
trend.
LA gets engaged. That's, like, the
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah. Like, even my boyfriend will be like, it's... Like, my friends will come in town from Chicago, and they're like, so when are you guys getting married? And he's like, Lauren, like, we're just, like, from different parts, like, And I'm like, oh, okay, like, if we lived in Chicago, we could get engaged. But now I'm going to be, like, okay, I'm going to be living in Cleveland, like, looking for, like, a new boyfriend when, like, Cameron doesn't propose in the next 7 years.
Wow, I didn't realize that was a thing about LA.
Yeah, because, like, everyone's like, it's like Hollywood.
But I do feel like tides are turning. Like,
Yes, and that's why
because
I'm excited.
I feel like for a while it was like 25 just like felt like so young, and it was
Yeah.
like, but I don't know, I feel like now definitely Bieber, Ariana Grande are really changing things and I think it's like a nice trend to set as opposed to some of the
it's
other
like,
ones.
let's, like, wife each other up.
Right.
Instead of, like, cheat on each other all the time.
Right.
Not that, like, I partake in that, but, like, LA is
It's very cheaty.
it's just, like, there's just a lot of bad stuff going on.
Right, so I guess that's why people don't like LA, but you stay above it.
I do.
Speaking of getting engaged, what a segue. There was an onstage proposal at the Emmys last
Oh,
night.
yes.
So, moments after winning the Emmy for outstanding directing for a variety special for his work on the Oscars, Glenn Weiss asked his girlfriend, Jan Svensson, to
you have a
marry
photo?
him. This is a photo of the two of them. Like, he looks like kind of hipster, like,
Do you see what I'm talking
hipster
about?
Mark
Look
Cuban.
at that. Do they live in LA? Look how old they are getting engaged.
Right.
That
right.
is
No,
not
you're-
Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin. That is Mama and Papa.
Right. That's Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin's parents.
Yeah.
Well, that is so crazy. And I know that if Claudia were here, she would just want me to mention that this is a very thirsty act,
Yes.
much like Maria Menounos getting married on a New Year's Rockin' Eve special. And I think she would use the term losers. Yeah, no, this is pretty losery. I'm not gonna lie. And
Yeah,
maybe if I
it's-
watch
it's
the
so
video,
losery.
maybe if I watch the video, it would like tug at my heartstrings.
No.
But like, why do I've never heard of you, Glenn Weiss. Like, why should I be watching your engagement? Like,
Right, and all the people in the audience. Like, do you think that, like, Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, like, gave a shit? Like, no.
No, it's weird.
And what if he didn't win?
What?
Like, what if, was he just having the ring in his pocket?
For her, like, she has to wait a whole nother year.
Yeah, just in case.
Not much time in LA, but what's another year?
What's another year?
But no, this seems really thirsty, especially for like people who like work behind the scenes.
That's what I was thinking too. And I mean, listen, it's nothing without the crew, but still, like, you're doing it in a place for like the celebs to shine, and then
Right.
it's like a little. Like,
And you've chosen like a life less thirsty.
Yeah.
So why now? Why this thirst?
Right.
I wonder if I'll ever get through a show without referencing that line from Legally Blonde. Why now? Why this sperm?
Oh,
I literally say it
I was like,
every
do they
day.
say thirst? But
No,
it's sperm.
sperm. It's
Got
sperm.
it. Okay.
Anyways, she said yes. So
Thank God.
If we were all at the engagement, we should all be invited to the wedding.
True.
Can't wait. Okay, next story is something that's really taken the world by storm, sort of ish. I mean, no one really cares, but we've been pronouncing Ariana Grande and Chrissy Teigen's name wrong this whole time. Did you see the story?
I saw this on my phone this morning, and I was like, is it really true, or like, are we misinterpreting Chrissy Teigen's tweet?
Well, I think at first when I saw that she tweeted it, I was like, oh, she's obviously fucking with people.
That's what I thought too. I thought she was kidding.
But I don't think she's kidding. She said she gave up a long time ago, but her last name is Teigen, not Teigen.
Oh, it really is.
It really is.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I like
Chrissy
Teigen better.
Teigen. Right, it's like we're doing her a favor.
Like Chrissy Teigen, it sounds like
Right.
tiger, or like a brand of like detergent,
Yeah.
like Teigen Ultra. Like, I don't know. Like it just,
Totally.
Chrissy Teigen like rolls off the tongue.
I totally agree. And it's funny, now that I think about it, like I'm 100% sure that we pronounce our last name wrong.
Really?
But we started, like, we say Oshry just because, like, I prefer I don't know, like an instead of an ooh.
Yeah.
In general, like that's
You're
my,
very
that's my accent.
Yeah.
My
accent.
Right. So,
not
but I'm pretty sure it's
accent.
like Oshry. So other people will say, is like they'll be like Jackie Oshry. They'll be like, did I get that right? I'm like, actually, you got it right, and I get it wrong.
I like Oshry though.
I like Oshry
I
too.
do. Oshry sounds like a river.
Yeah, but what's interesting, it's so our name like is a Hebrew word and it's a prayer called, but the prayer starts out Oshry, so it like could literally be either. So I guess we're both right.
Yes.
Yes.
So you just have to like let people say whatever they want. But I just can't believe she never like
She's
corrected people ever.
Right. Well, she said, I know. I even correct. She said, I don't correct people ever. They can call me Janet, and I won't correct them. Wrong order, I'll eat it. Taxi going to the airport. Wrong airport, I'll change my flight.
I saw this
me.
tweet. That is me in a nutshell.
Okay, I'm usually not really here for her, but like that is literally me.
That is my personality in a nutshell. If I like order a coffee and they're like, oh, did you want whole milk? And I'm just like, and like we'll just like throw it away and go to a new like coffee place and like get a new coffee.
Right. If they like bring me the wrong order, I'm like, well, I can eat this too.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
Something happened I was like in a meeting yesterday and he said something and my boyfriend like corrected him and I was like, what are you doing? Like, no, like you just go with it. The person's always right. Like,
no, totally.
I'm
like,
just that person.
Oh my God, I'm so that person too. And Zach is the total opposite.
Really?
Yeah, it's like if I get a wine and I don't like it, so I'm not gonna drink it, but it's like I ordered this wine, they brought me the right wine. Like, who am I to send it back? And he's like, you send it back. I'm like, I can't.
I know, I
because
can't.
what do I say? Like, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But I ordered it. Don't order things if that's not their problem.
You didn't know you weren't gonna like it or like it, but the deed is done.
The deed is done.
And you need to drink it.
No, it's something that I'm really working on. I've definitely gotten better.
I'm a little better at restaurants because it's like, I do love food and wine. So like, if it's really bad, but like, sometimes if it's a little too sweet, I'm like, well, here we go.
Right.
And then it's like, last night they were like, oh, do you want red or white? And I was like, I don't care, like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whereas like, I would have totally been able to choose myself. I was like, whatever you want me to drink. And they were like, okay, here's red. And I was on camera and I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. Like my teeth are gonna get red. My like lips are gonna get red. And I let it happen.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's another level.
So I don't know what that's gonna look like.
I feel like you'd be like aggressive though, because like you're so aggressive in like I feel like in work and like just like taking the helm.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you wouldn't be shy. Like I'm shy.
Yeah, no, I'm not shy. I think that like in certain situations, I want to pretend that I'm shy.
Right.
I'm always like, I'm shy. And everyone's like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I'm so shy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, not shy at all.
That's so funny. Also, Ariana Grande's name is apparently Ariana Grande.
No, it is
yes.
not.
Yes, it is.
Who confirmed this?
It seems Chrissy Teigen and pop star Ariana Grande unexpectedly have this in common. In a recent August interview with Ebro Darden for Apple's Beats One, the songstress revealed that her name too has been said wrong her entire career, but not by accident. Quote, I have to keep Grande because my grandpa. I think of him with everything I do and he was so proud of my name. I should keep it. I'ma keep it, she told Darden when he asked her about taking Pete Davidson's name when they get married. Quote, my grandparents said Grande. My brother Frankie kind of changed it to Grande because Grande was kind of like the Americanized version of it, she explained. I grew up saying Grande.
That is so, imagine if her name was Ariana Grande.
Grande.
It just sounds like I can see her grandparents saying it like,
right.
We're the Grandes.
And
like,
what is, so Grande's the Americanized version, so Grande is, where's that helm from?
I know, and I feel like that's
Hail
just,
from.
and especially since Frankie started it.
Right.
And he's so like,
right.
He's like, we're going to be
Grande.
Grande now.
He's Grande as hell.
And also like Starbucks, like I just
Right.
feel like that's the easy way to like see that word and we all drink Starbucks, so we
Right.
say Grande.
That would be like confusing and annoying for us if like they
Yeah.
were two different.
Like
Except,
Grande sounds awful. I'm sorry, no offense.
I don't fuck with Starbucks anymore, but like
don't
when I
either.
used to, I think the last time I had Starbucks must have been like 3 years ago, and I was like living in like three
Really?
apartments ago. Yeah, but like I literally hated it so much.
You're
it was, like,
gonna
the
drink that in
biggest waste of
Cleveland,
money.
let me tell you.
Oh my God, you're so right. No, but now I have a Keurig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I would never ever use their words. Like I would be like, I will have a large or an extra large. Like I felt so stupid like saying
Really?
venti. Yeah.
I'm always like, I'll have a tall, I'll have a venti, a Trenta.
Trenta.
That's
the
like
one I would get.
double XL.
That's the guzzler.
Yeah, that's the guzzler.
Yeah.
I like
love
that.
a good guzzler.
But their coffee tastes like shit.
like shit.
Like literal ass.
No, like I don't understand how they get away with it. And it's like everyone drinks Starbucks, but like, are you guys finishing your cups of coffee?
You have to get like a sugary drink and feel horrible about yourself, or just like not go to Starbucks.
Yeah, you can't.
But when
like,
you're traveling a lot, like at least you know what you're getting.
Right.
Which is why I still drink Starbucks because I travel so much, and usually like I have no idea where I am or where I'm going, or like and I hate my life, and then I'm like, well, Starbucks, at least I know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, that's true. At least you know you're getting a piece of trash as opposed to being surprised when you get it.
Like a surprise piece of trash.
Right.
I don't need that. I need to know the exact piece of trash that I'm putting into my system.
Right. I guess if I'm traveling and it's like I need coffee so badly, I'm like glad to see a Starbucks.
Exactly, because it's like home. It's like America.
But also Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin'. I saw the Dunkin' Donuts in the airport, and my boyfriend said, "Keep walking." And I was like, "Motherfucker."
Dunkin', I think I prefer Dunkin' iced coffee over Starbucks.
Yeah, see, I've never had it. I just eat the donuts.
Oh, true. They have like a new egg and cheese wrap. I don't eat like there's not much I can eat like for breakfast at Dunkin' because like I don't eat meat.
Yes.
So like, but Zach once picked one up and it was like so good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good and like fresh tasting. You wouldn't expect that it's like Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I'm from Illinois, so like I run on like
run on
Chipotle, Panera, Dunkin', like all these things that like are so not LA. So I'm just like so excited to eat them whenever I get out of LA, because like these things don't, like Dunkin' Donuts, the first one in LA opened up by me like 2 years ago.
What?
There's like one Dunkin' Donuts.
LA does not run on Dunkin'.
LA does not run on Dunkin'. We run on But First Coffee.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
What about the coffee bean? There's a lot of those. I've never been to one.
I mean, the coffee bean was like really cool 4 years ago when like paparazzi pictures would always have the purple straw. Everyone was like, ooh, coffee bean like LA. But now with this whole new wave of like
The war on
Alfred's
straws.
and the war on straws too. The Alfred hasn't even made the move to not plastic straws.
Good for them.
Apparently New York too.
It depends where you go. What is your stance? Where do you stand in the war on straws?
I just feel like, listen, I'm here for like positive change. Like the fact that people are like doing something with their lives is like fantastic, but it's just such a small problem.
It's such a small problem, and it's also like
look at this.
It's also such a big solution for so many people. You know,
I
like,
know.
Like getting rid of straws solves a very minuscule piece, 0.01% of a
not a
larger
lot of
problem.
plastic.
But using a straw solves like 50% of my life.
Have you seen the new Starbucks like tops? They're
I've
horrible.
seen them.
I've
They're
used it, and
horrible.
it's like it's like drinking cold soup. It's disgusting. I hate
Ew.
it.
I
And so
hope
people in LA like carry around metal
suffer.
straws.
I hope they suffer for it.
They will.
Good.
But like I'm not gonna ever carry around metal straws. All
Oh
my
my God,
friends
that
are
is-
like,
No, but it's like the bacteria, like anything wet. Like I'll carry around a disposable straw.
yeah,
Like,
so a plastic straw.
like maybe one that's not made out of plastic, but I will not fuck with a paper straw either. Ew.
That is where this war needs to end.
Right.
Someone was like, what are we going to do? Like, we need to replace paper straws. And I just replied being like, let's try plastic. And everyone was like, that's the opposite. I was like, I was kidding. I understand the point.
Right.
But like, let's just switch it back. And then like, we'll make the cups out of something else. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not like a world problem solver.
No, me neither. But Adrian Grenier has like inserted himself into this.
Yes, this is true.
And I just want to like be on the other end for some reason. Also because I really enjoy straws. Also, someone wrote that they're trying to buy your pants and they can't find them. We're at xlethelabel.com, you guys.
Oh, so the website does this like really fun thing where when something sells out, it just disappears off the website.
Oh wow, they must have already sold out because they were there.
I guess they might be sold out, but like some stuff maybe like is like reappearing. I don't really know. Maybe like check back later if you don't see them now. But usually it means it's sold out. Like we had like 35 products, now we only have like 28 or something.
Well, that's a great problem to have.
It is. It's good. It's just I think it's like confusing. Instead of seeing something like sold out, it's just
Right.
like it's gone. So I put in the request to change that, but apparently
No,
no one listens to me.
Well, congrats on having a wonderful problem.
Thank you.
Okay, this next story, a little more in the Les Moonves saga because it wouldn't be a show without saying Les
Les
Moonves.
Moonves.
Julie Chen is reportedly leaving the talk after husband Les Moonves' CBS exit. Reports E! News. Julie Chen is poised to leave the talk, according to reports. Chen, the wife of former CBS honcho Les Moonves, has not appeared on the daytime talk show since her husband's exit from the network was announced. Moonves' exit comes after a second round of sexual misconduct allegations brought to light by Rowan Farrow in stories in The New Yorker. While Chen hasn't sat alongside co-hosts Sarah Gilbert, Shannon Osbourne, Eve, and Cheryl Underwood on the talk, she did appear in her other regular CBS gig hosting Big Brother.
Right.
And she signed off
As
"Good night, I'm Julie Chen Moonves."
Moonves.
So she obviously,
I
took
literally
a side.
only know about this story from listening to the podcast. like even while you were talking about it, I was like, I don't watch Big Brother, I don't watch CBS, so like I don't really know what you're talking about, but like I understand the context because of like listening.
Right.
But I still like don't really know.
So that's where I'm at too, because I would like, there have been a lot of like, you know, false from grace sexual misconduct allegations, and we don't talk about all of them. We talk about the ones that like, of people that really matter the most to us, or that we like, that their, you know, lack of working.
The heartstrings.
Right, or like Kevin Spacey not being on House of Cards, like I'm gonna notice that. I watch House of Cards. But like some other actor that I don't know, like, so we, and also if we talked about every like piece of shit in Hollywood,
about it every single day.
This would be called the Hollywood piece of shit. So
welcome to Hollywood.
But I was seeing so much stuff about Les Moonves, like on my news notifications, that I was like, okay, clearly this is like a really big story. And then the big brother, Chen Moonves of it all. So I decided to talk about it. Also, I enjoy saying Les Moonves.
Yes, and I was giggling the whole time because I enjoy listening to you say it.
Isn't it?
It's so funny, Les Moonves. Like,
Les
I don't even, like, is that, it sounds like a play, like, I don't know.
No,
I love it.
It's like the sequel to Les Mis.
Les Mis, it's Les Moonves.
That's hilarious. But she's leaving the talk, and honestly, I mean, as someone out here, like, thirsting to be on a talk show, how dare you?
Right.
Like,
you like, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Or there's now a seat open on the talk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this actually kind of benefits you. Like, leave Claudia in the dust and, like, get your audition tape in.
Well, what time? Actually, I mean.
Could you double?
I feel like I could double. I think it's an afternoon show, but I don't know if these are my people. But anyways, you know, I can make it work.
I don't know if they're
I don't know if Sharon Osbourne is my people, but
yeah, no.
I could read for them.
It's just like whenever all this stuff comes out in Hollywood, it's just like, it's like the jig's up. You know what I mean? Like now it's truly like a different like climate, as in a sense of like you really like are like more respected, and like this like affects like my day-to-day life.
Well, I was just
like,
gonna ask you.
It's so weird.
Does it, and how
does it? Oh my God,
it?
yeah. Like it's just like, first of all, like all these people like claiming that like they never knew, or like it's just like it's BS. I'm like, I was 19 years old and I like had like met Harvey Weinstein at a party, and like I was chilled to the bone, and like men like wanted me to meet him so that they would pay attention to what they had to say, since like I was standing there, like, and if I know what's going on, it's like a 19-year-old from like Illinois with like no connect, like whatever.
Georgina
like,
Chapman knows what's going on.
Gwyneth Paltrow knows what's going on. Like, please. And so it's just like this all
Meryl Streep knows what's going on.
Yeah, Meryl Streep's like, I didn't know. I'm like, Meryl, you do. Like, and like, listen, like I'm not like coming after anyone, but I'm just like, it's a small town. Like, people talk, like, I've been hearing about stuff, like, for years before any of this stuff came out, and I'm no one. I'm on the lowest of the totem pole, and so I'm just like, but it is nice that all of it's coming out, because, like, I work on set, and, like, I work with producers, and it's, like, it's so great being able to be like, time's up, like, you can't treat me like that anymore, like, and it's crazy. So it's just, like, I'm here for it, because then I don't have to deal with, like, creepy people anymore.
That's
disgusting.
So exciting. I haven't spoken to anyone who's like actually been affected by it, like on a personal level in the workplace.
Because like people just like want to take advantage. It's weird, you know. It's like, oh, like let's go to drinks, or like let's hang out off set, or like it's just there's no really lines, and they've been so blurry all this time. And now that we have like actual lines, because so many people are getting in trouble, it's like nice.
It's like
that
I'm
you don't
not
have
meeting
to, like,
at your hotel room.
Yeah, and like you don't have to go to set and like be worried anymore. Whereas like as a 19-year-old, I'd be like, oh my God, like you're like being so unprofessional and you're making me uncomfortable, like leave me alone. And I'd be like pissed. And it was just like nothing like crazy, obviously, but just like stuff of like, ooh, so like do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, we're at work.
Right,
we're at
work.
Like we're at work. Like this is our jobs. Like just because we're actors doesn't mean you can like be like, ooh, so like I think we should like, you know, build our chemistry off set. I'm like, no, I'm acting. Like I don't have to like you because I'm acting. And so now it's just like, it's so nice that like men don't have to like be interested in me anymore.
So do you think, like, even though there are definitely creeps out there who haven't been called out yet, and like their time hasn't come, do you think they're being less creepy?
Yeah. It's like not everyone, but like there's definitely, I think at least like women too, where just kind of like the jig is up, where like you don't have to do like, I'm like that whole shtick is over, you know? And so it's like either people are like trying to figure out how to be less creepy. I mean, some people are just like sick in the head, so you can't really fix that.
Right.
But I think it's like definitely like a nice change of pace in LA, where you like you can't get away with as much stuff, and it's nice.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that. And now I'm gonna keep, I mean, I've contributed nothing other than talking about it, but I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep door busting so that it's easier.
Yeah, thank you. You're making my life a lot easier.
Oh my God, that's so
Not
great.
that, you know, men are fawning over me.
Well,
It's just, you
also,
really just have to like be a female. And
Rowan Farrow is making a lot of people's lives easier. I thought his name was Ronan.
Yeah, me too.
I think E fucked up. I don't know.
Is it Ronan? No, I mean, Rowan sounds right.
Hold on, let me just Google it. Rowan Farrow. No, Ronan. No, it's Ronan. E fucked up, you guys.
Yes!
Yay. Okay.
The Morning Toast always doing justice
Always
for E!
justice
News.
for Ronan Farrow. Like, he's changing the game for so many people out there and can't even get his name right.
Yeah, seriously.
Whatevs. At
But
least
time's up, kids.
time's up. Exciting. Cool. Okay, next story is also exciting, and now is where we shift to like a little business news. How have you been feeling about this shift?
I've been loving it, and like I feel like I know things, and like sometimes I'm just like, oh, I only know about this because the Morning Toast people probably think I read the news, but like it's good. But my boyfriend the other day was like, what are you talking about? Like Elon Musk like doesn't do drugs, and I'm just like, first of all, I read the blinds and I listen to the Toast. Like I'm just like, have you not been seeing like what's going on like Twitter and like all this stuff? And I was like, I think the stock went down. The other day, my friends were like, oh yeah. What's called Apple's like the only 1 trillion company. I was like, I'm pretty sure I heard that like Amazon was like, or like whatever, because you guys reported on it. Like I'm smart as hell now.
Oh my God, I'm dead, and now I'm this.
You gotta keep at it. And it's like you guys are still funny about it, so it's not like boring.
No, and we enjoy it because there's only so much we can say about Ariana and Pete and Justin and Haley. And like this now, like when we talk about like a cereal, then like it brings us back to our childhood, and we it just opens up like new pockets of our brains.
Yeah,
and
I have like conversation starters now.
Oh my God,
I'm like,
so
did
glad.
you hear what's going on with like Ritz and Goldfish? People are like, what? And I'm like, salmonella, or like whatever. Like I don't like just like I'm like, that's how you get salmonella. And people are like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, listen, am I always like I listen to the Toast? No, I pretend that I know these things because I'm smart, but that's really where it's coming from.
Oh my God, wow, I didn't even realize all of that. Okay,
maybe
now
I'm
I
just
feel
like really fucking dumb and like just don't read the news,
like,
and I'm the only one affected.
If I like once we made this, we like did one business story once, and then we were like, wow, we should do this more. And so like now when I'm pulling stories, yes, I do like Page 6 People, E! News, but I also do like CNN Money.
Yes.
And all these other, so like I also feel like these are stories I wouldn't know about if not for the Toast either. So the Toast is educating me as well.
Yes.
And this next story is very exciting. Coke is considering cannabis drinks. The world's largest beverage maker is reportedly eyeing the red-hot cannabis market, according to a report. Coca-Cola is in serious talks with Aurora Cannabis to develop cannabidiol-infused beverages, according to BNN Bloomberg. A deal on that scale would likely dwarf agreements made by Corona maker Constellation Brands and Molson Cools, both of which who have partnered with Canadian cannabis companies to add CBD, the non-psychoactive ingredient in cannabis that can be used to treat pain or anxiety, to drinks like coffee, soda, and beer, and would represent a, quote, mainstreaming of pot products in the eyes of Wall Street. For Coke, getting into the weed market would be both capturing a trend and a diversification play. Soda sales have been down as younger consumers seek out healthier drinks like sparkling water. Shares of Aurora were up over 6% on the news Monday morning, as were other stocks like Tilray. This comes from Cheddar, another source that I go to a lot for business news.
This is crazy.
This is exciting. And at first, I don't smoke pot, but like I don't like judge people who do. It's just like not my personality. But you know what? This beverage sounds like my personality. Like something that, like a drink that has the exact opposite effect of caffeine. Like almost like a chamomile tea that like just makes you more relaxed.
I mean, like we already have this stuff in LA, obviously. So
do
like,
you?
Yeah, we have a bunch of like drinks that have CBD. Even like at the coffee shops now, which is like Stumptown Coffee and like stuff like that, you can get CBD like syrup just like in your coffee.
Oh, interesting. I think at Soho House they have something like that.
Yeah.
My friend tried to order it. They were out of the CBD.
There was a cannabis brownie on the Ace Hotel menu
in
New York.
Crazy.
I was like, is that legal?
The tides are really turning.
I was like so confused. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I would like I don't mess with that stuff. Like
no.
it's not my personality either. Like I have too much anxiety and like stress, and I'm like too like I need a glass of wine to like calm down. I cannot smoke because I'll like go insane. But CBD definitely is very different. Like you would like it.
Right. It sounds like I would like it
because it doesn't make you high. It just makes your body calm. But the problem with CBD and like the drinks though that I've at least noticed is if there's not a little bit of THC, it doesn't really like activate it. So I feel like you have to at least maybe have a lot of CBD. So like we always have like a little bit of like the THC in it so that like you don't get high, but it like activates. I don't know.
Like but together it's like.
Exactly. But like we have tons of CBD drinks in LA and they're just really nice. They're good for your digestive system and like your anxiety and all that good stuff.
Honestly, I'm really here for it, which is so, and also this is so crazy because like people used to say that back in the day like Coca-Cola like had cocaine in it.
Yeah.
So this is like a full 180.
It really is. It's like they go from like having cocaine to having CBD, which is the exact opposite.
And I feel like it says a lot about like our society that back in the day it's like you wanted to be like, and now it's like we're all so like anxious and like we have all these different like streams of things that like disturb our mental health that this is what we need right now, and that the largest beverage company in the world feels that way too.
And I feel like people trust it too. Like there's so many like parts in America where like no one would probably ever fuck with CBD, but if Coca-Cola is like endorsing it and like that's like a company they trust,
that's
and
me.
then if it could really like,
I'm one of those people.
Yeah,
I would never order a drink with CBD because I don't know enough about it. But if Coca-Cola and their research team is telling me like this is as mainstream as Diet Coke with lemon,
then you're like, okay, I'm gonna drink CBD now.
If lemon is CBD as normal as lemon,
yeah, it pretty much is. It's like from a plant,
right? That's so crazy.
And it's like really good for you.
Oh my gosh. So do you watch Billions?
We started, so I've watched like part of the first season.
That's where I was until 3 days ago. I had only watched the first season like 2 years ago. And now I'm like binging it. I just started season 3. And so like, this is something that Axe would have like picked up on is like Aurora, and like he would buy shares and then this news would drop, you know? So maybe I should buy some shares of Aurora.
You should buy some weed shares for sure. Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. My boyfriend's very good at like picking like stocks and like all that stuff.
Is
and,
he
like,
gonna get you stocks for your birthday like Kanye did for Kim?
I've honestly been thinking about, I'm like more of a jewelry gal, but like I don't think I'd be mad at a few stocks. Cause like I'm just like too lazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know it's what I should be doing, but I'm like, oh, he's doing it. That's
yeah,
fine.
that helps. But that was like, I mean, that was really cute when Kanye did it for Kim.
I know, like in McDonald's, Disney,
Adidas, Apple, Amazon. The two that just hit $1 trillion?
Yeah, that we know because we watched the toast.
Right.
But I like it for, like, I mean, when you're, like, so rich and you have everything, like, you might as well get stocks.
You think
like,
so?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, they're, like, getting each other cars all the time because it's, like, there's nothing more lavish for them. Like, getting jewelry is, like, literally nothing to them.
That's
Whereas,
true.
like, to me, I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, wow. But for them, it's just, like, give them a car. And they're like, oh, my God, thank you for my Bentley.
Right.
And it's like, get them stocks. That money's going to grow.
Or it won't. Either way, it's exciting, you know? And like
it is. It's there's opportunity.
Right.
The American dream.
It is the American dream. And this is like just, I feel like a really big shift. That I mean, it's not like
I don't think this can
confirmed
happen for a long time.
You
though,
don't?
Right?
I mean, I don't know once this news is now public, I feel like Coca-Cola is fine with that. So like,
that's true.
How long are they going to sit on it and someone else like might take the idea?
That's also very true. Maybe you're right. And I guess it's legal. Like it's not psychoactive. So maybe it'll happen in like 2020.
I can't wait. That'd be weird to think about drinking soda as a relaxing, because right now I try not to drink soda like after 5. I only have one soda a day, and like I try not to do it too late, just because like I don't need anything else to keep me up.
Yes.
You know, I want like sleeping is my favorite thing in the whole world.
In the whole world.
And I don't want to do anything to disturb it.
What time do you wake up to get to this show?
I set my alarm for about 8:30, depending on the day. The latest I can roll out of bed is like 9:05, and today was one of those days. Hence the bun.
Because I was like, I don't know if I'm like waking up on time.
What time did you wake up?
I woke up at 8:30, I think, or maybe 8. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know, New York traffic.
Yeah, and also you're a little bit like further west from the studio than I am, so I know how long it takes me to get here, and I can get it pretty good.
But at least you're not waking up at like 7.
No.
Because I know you like glam, so I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe she's an early riser.
I like glam, but this makeup, which I wear for everything in life, like even my own wedding probably, takes me now like 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, easy.
How long does your makeup take you?
Like 15.
That's
but it's like a lot of like finger painting.
Oh yeah. Do you when you use foundation, your skin looks amazing by the way, and I'm excited to talk about makeup. This is a good segue. Do you use a beauty do you use a blender or use your hands?
It depends, honestly. Like, and I get like sent so much stuff, which is just it's easy for me to like use a beauty blender and like throw it over my shoulder and like, grab a new one the next day. My assistant goes crazy. She's like, you literally use a beauty blender and then go to a clean one.
Oh my God,
so I have like all these like things. But I like when I travel, I'm like an idiot, so I keep forgetting brushes. So I've been using my fingers, and I watch Emrata's like Vogue thing, and she's like, yeah, like my husband calls it finger painting. Like I do it with my hands. And I was like, well, if Emrata can do it, I can do it.
Oh, I didn't watch hers. Was it good?
It was actually pretty good for being like a supermodel. And usually they like put chapstick all over their face. And
right,
I'm just,
Rosie
like,
Huntington-Whiteley putting like
so
red
annoying.
tinted chapstick on her lips.
And I'm like, stop. Like I don't like. I was like, show me something good.
Like Rihanna or Kylie.
Yes, but she just kept being like, she's like, it's just like I love makeup. Like this is why I love makeup, and like this is how I got into makeup. I'm like, oh my God, we get it. Like
you
like
don't need
makeup.
It's
like,
hard for people that don't need makeup. Like
yeah, and it's all those people on Vogue.
Right.
That I don't need to watch.
Right.
I need
I'm
to watch
a
like
completely
YouTubers.
different person without makeup. It's so
same.
crazy. And it changes my personality too, for
People
sure.
don't recognize me sometimes.
I hope people don't recognize me.
Like legitimately, I look like different versions of myself with like a spray tan without a spray tan, with makeup without makeup. It's like
I feel like you're kind of like have a chameleon look to you.
yeah, with blonde hair, with brown hair. And so like sometimes I really don't know what's working for me or what's not. But like people are like, oh, I recognized you because of your voice, because they watch my videos.
Interesting.
And I'm like, oh.
That's cool. You're like Hannah Montana. Like, if you
people all
want,
the time say that my voice sounds like Hannah Montana. Not Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. It's like still
Honestly,
to this day.
I hear it a little bit.
Like
I love Hannah Montana.
Cameron will see like Miley Cyrus like at Soho House or something, and he'll like turn around because he's like, oh fuck, is my annoying girlfriend here? And then he's like, oh god, it's Miley Cyrus, because he thinks it's like the same voice. It's bad.
That's great.
That's great.
That's great. Okay, next, fifth and final story. Yesterday we talked about how Elon Musk was announcing the first private citizen who was going to be taking a spaceship trip to space. A private person, not an astronaut. And it is meet the tech billionaire who will be taking SpaceX's first moon tourist. Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa has made a name for himself as a rock musician, an online fashion mogul, and now Earth's first moon tourist. The 42-year-old tech tycoon made headlines Tuesday when SpaceX revealed that Maezawa has chartered a flight aboard the company's Big Falcon rocket, which is still being developed for a slingshot trip around the moon as soon as 2023. He's planning to take 6 to 8 artists with him, and he won't be charging them for the ride. Quote, I want to share this experience and things with as many people as possible, Maezawa told a news conference. Quote, so I chose to go to the moon with artists. Maezawa made his fortune in e-commerce, but his first love was music, an industry in which he made the transition from artist to entrepreneur. A little bit of backstory, he started an indie rock band in high school, released an EP in 1993. He skipped college to follow his then-girlfriend to the US, where he started collecting CDs and records of bands he liked. When he returned to Japan in 1995, he started an import music business, selling CDs and vinyls of his favorite bands by mail from his home. Okay, so interesting choice. I don't know who I expected to be. I kind of expected to be some like Joe Schmo.
Yeah, but like, and then when he's like, I want to like share this experience with artists, I'm like, are you gonna be doing drugs on the moon? Like they're all gonna be like, art, love.
That's like
peace.
when you're like so rich and you run out of things to do.
Yeah,
and now you have to
go to the moon.
You go to a different planet.
But I thought too, like it was gonna be a Joe Schmo, and then you were like tech billionaire, da 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 da.
But also, I think he had to pay for his spot. So.
Oh.
I think so, because like Tesla is not giving out rides for free. Like they're a private company. They got to make that money.
But like I just like can't believe that like tourists are going to the moon. I feel like also it's like a claim to fame thing. They're like, I want to be the first tourist to go to the moon.
Totally. It's like a big dick contest.
Yeah, big dick energy.
Totally. Well, that's really exciting for him. Like, I wonder what they're going to do up there. I wonder how long it's going to be.
How
Elon
long? Yeah,
looks
that's
so
what I need to know.
happy in this picture. Oh my God. What are your thoughts on Elon?
Have
you met him?
No, I don't like that.
Have you met Amber and have you met Grimes?
No, none of the above. I have friends that have met Elon like at parties and stuff.
Claudia met Elon at a party.
But like I just like I'm not like in that scene. You know, I'm like in the young people scene.
You're in like the fun Joey King scene.
Yeah,
Noah.
like where we just like hang out and like do stupid shit. I'm not like going to like parties where people think they're like too cool for school. You know.
Got it.
But Elon, I just feel like looks like you see the meme where he looks like before he was famous and after.
Yes.
And like I can't get it out of my head anymore.
That he's really that guy, like that balding guy.
And then it's like he is so smart. I don't know. I just think he's like what's the word? Enigma? I don't know.
Enigma.
I don't know.
He's an enigma wrapped in a riddle and cash.
Yes, a lot of cash. But I don't know. He scares me.
He scares me, but I
power.
really like. He has so much power, but I don't know. I really like him, and I think that he's smart. And we reported yesterday on the Morning Toast Instagram, and literally nobody gave a shit because this is our worst performing post of all time. But that guy, that Vern Unsworth, the British diver who he called a pedo, is suing him for calling him a pedo. Yeah,
it's interesting.
It's interesting.
I just like can't believe he like goes on Twitter and like makes all these like statements, and he's like Elon Musk.
Right.
I'm like, you can't just like tweet.
Right.
Like, do you not have a publicist?
No, but it's like he can't just tweet, but he also can because he's Elon Musk.
And I believe what he says.
And he's changing the world, and he's going to make it take like 45 minutes to get from New York to LA. And you know what?
Yeah.
That's something I can get behind. That's real progress.
If he makes that happen, I'll vote for him for president.
Like that's game changing. Like we haven't had innovation like that like since the railroads, you know,
Yeah.
like or since like the Wright brothers on their little plane. You know, like we've been dealing with like as much as like we're so forward thinking, like we haven't had like a big major invention in a while.
Yeah. And like we're
I
dealing
guess
with a lot of shit.
The internet would be the last thing.
Internet, like traffic, straws, pollution. Like we have a lot of shit to figure out. And Elon Musk is really helping us with a lot of things.
Right. So you know what? If you need to like do drugs and
Yeah.
take to Twitter, if that's going to get us to LA faster, Personally, I'm here for it. I understand if not everyone is. Like, I understand if people are Team Vern or just like over Elon or think he's like lost it. But I'm gonna ride it out with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride it out because like I need him to keep inventing things for us.
Right, and then like we could go to Mars one day, and I feel like Mars could be even better than Cleveland for me. Like I could really escape my problems then.
You're not gonna go to Mars.
No,
There's
I would never.
No way.
Oh my God, no, I would get way too homesick. Like,
yeah, no, I can never do it.
I can barely leave the country.
Yeah, I'll wait for this planet to burn down before I go to Mars.
There's like so much of the world that I haven't seen yet. Like,
yeah.
It will take me a lifetime before I'll need to go to Mars.
I haven't seen jack shit.
No.
Like, I've been to LA, New York, Illinois, and like 2 other states.
You know, I've never been to Chicago.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
You would really like it.
You think so?
Yes. Like,
The
it
Windy
might
City?
be your new Cleveland.
Perhaps.
No, for real. Like, it's a cleaner, nicer, more spread out, less packed, really good food. Like, it's like a better version of New York. Sorry.
Okay.
Don't come at me.
I gotta go. I need to go when like Claudia goes, but she already did her Chicago shows.
Yeah.
She's doing Cleveland show. I mean, I actually don't think I can go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your dream.
I guess I could go. I could make
Move
it
some
work.
things around.
Yeah. I could move things around.
For Cleveland?
Anything for
Anything
Cleveland.
for Cleveland.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Theo's a Cavalier.
That's true.
And I just feel like it
saw
makes
his
a lot of
commercial
sense.
this morning. Oh.
I'm not okay.
My
You
God.
guys, if you haven't seen, where did you see it? In the Toasters?
No, Claudia put it on
on
her
her
story.
Instagram story.
Yes.
You guys, you have to see this. Theo filmed a commercial for some pet food. I think it was for Petco. Was it for Petco?
Yeah. Like, it's in partnership with Petco.
He's never been cuter in his whole
He
life.
sits like
He's
like that.
But I remember
It's so cute.
when he did it, and Claudia was like, he was terrible, like he's not cut out for this. And you can tell in the shoot, like they couldn't get him to sit still, but they made it work.
But they made it funny.
Yeah, and they made it funny. That's just Theo's personality.
They're like, look at Theo. He's not a good boy until he has his Petco treats.
It's so good.
Is that Claudia in it? Like,
yeah,
for that second?
I'm pretty sure because
Okay.
he was being like restless.
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with Theo, and like, I don't think I could ever love a thing more than I love him. And it's like, I'm gonna have children one day, and they're gonna have to live up to that sort of love.
Yeah, that's how we are with my dog.
I don't know how. I look forward to loving something more, but I don't know how I possibly could be more obsessed.
Like, every time I talk about how much I love my dog, my brother's just like, too bad she's gonna die one day. I'm like, what the literal fuck is your problem?
How old is your dog?
She's only 3. She just actually, her birthday was last week, so she
Did you
just
guys do
turned
anything
3.
special?
My assistant brought over little party hats and dog treats, and we celebrated. And I got an Instagram picture, for my story with her in a hat. So that was like all I needed.
Your stories are like so good and well curated.
Thank
How
you.
much time do you spend a lot of time?
I spend
Because they're
probably more
unlike
than
anyone else's.
I definitely spend more time than like the average person, but it's not like I'm spending so much time that it's like a hassle. Like, I do everything really, really fast.
Yeah.
But even one of my blogger friends, she was like, why do you put so much effort into your Instagram story? And I'm just like, I just like enjoy it. Like, I just like it. Like, I love curating the way it looks. Like, when I had a MySpace, like, it was the most bomb ass MySpace you've ever seen. Like, I love I just love that shit.
Yeah.
So I go the extra mile.
No, and I feel like it's really appreciated.
Yeah.
And it also makes you stand out.
Thank you.
So speaking of like your whole life, we have so many questions for you.
Okay.
What are your favorite brands, makeup, clothing, skincare? Do one of each.
Oh my
favorite
God.
makeup brand.
Favorite makeup, I'll do a new one. I just started using nude sticks. Have you ever used nude sticks?
No, I'm a creature of habit. Like, it takes me a while to like try something new.
Well, I feel like makeup is just so fun to try stuff.
That's
new
true.
too. But nude sticks are basically like these like little like literally sticks, and so I literally have the blush, the bronzer, and the highlighter on right now.
Okay.
And I've never been able to use like a contour stick ever. But like for some reason this works. So I literally like brown.
Where do you get it?
I don't know.
Did they send it to you and then now you're obsessed?
Yeah, like actually, and I saw Emrata use it in her Vogue thing. And then like I saw, you know when you see something and then it like starts all clicking?
I had to get the mini beauty blender because I saw Rihanna dabbing her inner eye concealer with it.
I have a bunch of those, I never use them.
And you don't need one in your life like at all, but it actually
It's a
is really
treat.
helpful because I do feel like I get clumps
Yeah.
here. And sometimes I like how that looks, but other times, like just having a white dot, like it kind of like brightens the eye.
Right.
Not
okay.
clumps.
I
Like,
thought I was imagining
no,
like clumps.
like but sometimes I don't get like the concealer right here and here,
Yeah.
which when I'm like for a fresh like Sunday morning look, it's cute, but like going out at night, like I'd rather
You
put
need to, like,
highlighter there or something.
Yeah. But I like nude sticks. You should try it.
Favorite clothing brand? I will.
I obviously have to say my own, so.
Fair.
XLE.
Favorite skincare line?
Skincare, I know it's expensive, but I'm really obsessed with La Mer right now.
I'm so obsessed with La Mer, and like
it's actually really fucking
you
amazing.
work with them, which is the dream.
Yes, I just started, which is like my boyfriend takes full credit for. because a girl from his high school like works there and she's amazing. And so he thinks that he made the introduction as if like I would have never been able to work with La Mer without him, but they're amazing.
They're so amazing. Working with them must be amazing. Their products, so I'm obsessed with like the cream, the standard cream.
The standard cream.
But I only use it like when I can go to the airport and steal some from duty free because one, because it's expensive, but two, because like that's what I'm gonna need later in life. Like I need to save it. I don't want my skin to become immune to it. Like I'm saving it for when I really need it. I know that right now the stuff that I use is doing a fine job.
Right.
And then like when I get to that level, like I need that extra moisture. It's like so rich and it's like it's not. I don't need it yet.
It's like game changing.
It's a luxury.
But I also like truly believe like what you do to your body like in your 20s dictates how you look in your 30s.
I agree.
So that's why I like am like hoping that at least like my obsession with skincare like pays off later in life.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I don't know, like maybe I'm like lying to myself. I don't know. But like La Mer is definitely like worth the hype.
I feel like I feel like I've always taken like decent care of my skin. Like even in college, like take my makeup off, put on I'm like moisturizer. But I wish I started using under eye cream like even earlier.
I know. See, I just started. It's just like it's such like a weird step. And it's like such a pain too because it's like a small area. I don't know. But I'm trying.
I only started because I got like a really dry patch under my eye, so I just was putting on moisturizer to make it go away. And now it's like I really feel like if you're in college, like I would recommend an under eye cream, even the Kiehl's avocado cream. Perfect.
Yes, I love the Kiehl's avocado cream.
Right? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I bought one over a year ago and I still have so much left. So
because you just go
right. And use like this thing,
this one, yes, and it's just you pat because it's like your least strong finger.
Right.
So fun.
If you had 3 days in LA, what do you suggest doing or seeing?
It's hard because it's basically like there's parts, right? So there's like Malibu's over here, but then West Hollywood's all the way over here. So I think you should do based on like what your vibe is. Like if you want to, don't go to Hollywood. Like you can go to West Hollywood, but do not go to Hollywood, whatever you do.
What's in Hollywood?
Like, you know, like the stars on the street, like the Walk of Fame. And
I don't
like
think I've
seeing
ever
the
been
Hollywood sign, it's the most disgusting place. It's like going to Times Square.
Okay.
But like, it's just, my friends even went, she's like, you know, when we visited you, I know you didn't want us to go to Hollywood, so we went this time and like, oh my God, like why did we were there for 2 minutes. Like it's disgusting. But West Hollywood is amazing, Beverly Hills. So like if you're a shopper, go to like Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. If you're a beach girl, go to Malibu. It just like, it depends.
Yeah, you could do like one day of each, like have a vibe each day. Like go to Malibu, Miley Cyrus one day, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills the next day.
Exactly.
Vanderpump Rules the next day in West Hollywood.
Yes, like, and like if you want to go to Vanderpump Rules or like something like that, like go maybe like for a drink, like don't go for the food. The food's like not great. But
like, the vibes are fun, especially if you
exactly
catch the
like go
cast
for
there.
just like a little.
Do you watch Vanderpump Rules?
Oh my God, yes.
It's so good.
It's like, it's actually my first Bravo show that I started watching.
Really?
Yes, like years ago. And like I've just been getting more and more into everything. My new obsession right now is flipping out because I haven't watched it since I was younger.
I don't watch it. I don't do home stuff, but you're so
No,
homey.
but it's so, it's not even about the fucking home. It's just Jeff Lewis.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. It's just the way it's I'm laughing out loud at him. It is so, it's basically just about how like his home life. So if you start from last season, because the new season just came out, you get to like watch them like have the baby. And then it's just like all this like fighting and just the way that, I mean, listen, like he's an asshole, but it's hysterical. It's not about the house.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
Yes.
How do you feel about the kissing booth? Do you love it as much as the world? Have you seen it? Stop. You haven't seen it?
We're horrible people.
Oh my God.
Cameron and I haven't watched it, and like Joey and Cameron's my boyfriend, and Joey King are literally best friends. Like they are each other's best friend. Like if you go on Cameron's YouTube channel, it's like the BFF tag, it's like Joey and Cameron, like they're best friends.
And Cameron hasn't seen it either.
No. And like the day it came out, we were like traveling, and we're like, okay, should we watch it? And then we like watched like The Avengers. I don't know. It was like we were with this family. And so we just like I haven't seen To All the Boys. I haven't seen Kissing Booth.
Wow, because you're friends with Noah, so I was going to ask you to choose between To All the Boys and Kissing Booth, because that's like where everyone's at right now.
See, I would come from a different side of things of like, my friends produced To All the Boys I Loved before. So I've known about this movie for years. And like I read the script, like those are like my OG people in LA that have taken care of me. So I would just have to pick that movie because it's like my people produced it.
Totally.
But I like it's nothing against Joey because she's literally the most incredible person ever.
No, she's so cute, and we love both films. And you know what? Why can't we enjoy two good films? Because we never get any good movies anymore.
I know you're very passionate about this.
Right, but here's my question for you. So a lot of like rom-coms come out these days, especially like straight to Netflix, whatever. I guess it's newer.
These days in the past, like as in like 2 weeks.
Right, but also I guess it's newer. So they've been working on this movie for a while. Like both of them, did they ever think it was ever going to be
No.
like this level?
No. Like, I was literally with one of the producers of To All the Boys last night, and I was like, isn't this insane? Like, it's just so, I don't know if, like, something's happening where, like, maybe it's just, like, people are obsessed with Netflix right now. Like, it's just crazy. Like, they were just, like, movies at one point. It wasn't like, okay, like, these are going to go viral on Netflix. Like, and even I remember, like, Joey literally had maybe, like, almost 1 million followers, and watching her go from
That's what Claudia and I did, too.
to 8 million, and, like, she wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. It was crazy.
The dream, 7 million followers overnight. You guys, we can get there for me at Jackie O Problems.
Yeah, like, just do a Netflix original. Like, my assistant was like, why don't you do a Netflix original movie? I was like, do you think, like, that's not how it works? I'm like, I had to, like, get the audition, and, like, it's a whole process. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I was like, I want to.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
go do one. I'm like, shut up.
That's like me. I want to be in a Hallmark movie, but
Yeah, I know you
I don't
do.
think I would get 7 million followers.
No.
Maybe I should pivot to I should be
pivot to Netflix.
Netflix's like versions of the Hallmark movies that are
Yes,
coming out.
yes.
Oh my God, I would love that so much.
You would be great in a Christmas movie.
100%.
Like a red lip, your little low bun, like a nice like white cozy sweater by the
Totally.
fire. Like even though you're Jewish, like you would like really bring the family together.
No, totally. And like I'm all about holiday vibes. Like I would crush it. Okay, that's my new goal in life.
Yes.
Is a Netflix Hallmark movie.
Yes.
Because that's where the real success is.
Exactly.
Okay. Where did you get your neon sign in your apartment? Your decorating skills are next level.
Where'd you get your neon sign?
Toaster.
Okay, see, I don't know where I got my neon sign.
Oh, really?
It was like 2 years ago. I like custom made it or something. So wherever, good to go from them. I don't know.
Okay, we'll put it on it's on our Instagram.
But thank you.
For someone that has an office job in the morning and a waitress in the afternoon, 11 shifts a week, what is your advice for staying away from feeling overwhelmed?
Oh my God. I'm like the worst person to ask this because I feel like I'm constantly overwhelmed. My new trick is therapy. It's really great. I just started, and it's just like having someone to like talk to that is like actually wants to listen. Like obviously that's scheduling another hour in your life, which like seems overwhelming. But I feel like we just like as humans, we're just so structured now to just not take care of ourselves, like at all, like on any level. It's like when I always say your car light goes on and you're like, oh my God, I have to take my car in. But then you get a cold and you're like, I'm fine. And then you like feel depressed and you're like, it doesn't matter, it's not real. And so it's just like this weird, like our tangible things come first, like our health comes second, but like our mental health comes last. And so I just feel like it's being not overwhelmed. You just really have to like figure out like a real structure and a balance and like taking time for yourself and all this stuff. Because it's like we just live in a world where like no one gives a shit about how you feel. And so like if you're not going to take care of yourself, like no one else is going to give a fuck. And so that's why it's like I pay for a therapist. Because I'm like, she cares because I pay her to care.
And like you could talk about yourself without feeling guilty. Like I hate when I go to dinner with my friends and I'm like, wow, I talked about myself like way too much.
Oh, I get so much anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like, did I talk too much about myself? I'm like, did I ask them enough questions about their self? Like,
yeah.
I always like go like in my head, it's like you never want to be that person that only talks about yourself. And like smarter people are listeners, and so you're like, okay, I want to be smart, so like let me listen.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole thing.
It is a whole thing. Damn.
In LA, it's always, what are you doing? Like, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Like, what are you working on? And I'm just like,
a million things.
I'm like,
Scram.
can we just like talk about like normal shit?
Right.
You know? I'm like, what are you working on? Oh, I don't care. Like, I'll like wait for it to come out on
Right.
Netflix.
No,
I don't
but also
know.
I'll wait till you ask me what I'm working on so I can tell you about it. Also, I meant to ask you, Joey and Jacob still together, right?
Yes.
How cute are they?
Cute.
Cute.
I don't know. I don't see them often together.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I don't know, like we don't really like hang out, the four of us. She like wants us to go on a double date very recently, but they're just like always like working and stuff. Like Joey leaves to go shoot something for like 4 months in like a week. So I'm like, see ya.
Bye. Understood. How do you minimize distractions and stay focused when you have so many different projects going on simultaneously?
Can you tell I'm really good at advice? I don't know.
Planner for me.
Yes,
you gotta keep a planner.
See, I'm a Google Calendar
Okay,
girl.
whatever-
I know that
whatever
you're not
works.
into it, but like, see, the thing is that like my management runs it for me.
Okay.
So like,
Oh, that makes it having a manager would be your advice.
So yes, like I have an agent and then I have a manager, but I have multiple on all of those things, and so technically I am my own boss. Even though they work for me, I feel like I work for them.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I'm younger and like
yeah, and they're like telling you what to do.
experienced. Yeah, like, and so it's just, it's really hard. Like I've gotten like 2 calls in the past like 2 months from my managers just being like, we need to talk. They're like, we feel like you're not focused, like what's going on? And I'm just like,
I feel like you're so focused.
I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I do one fucking thing wrong. And it's like, I feel like I'm Satan. But I think it's like, it's balanced. Like when people always like come in my DMs, they're like, oh, really? You work so hard? Like you're watching Bravo. And I'm like, I can be on my computer and watch Bravo at the same time.
Totally.
Like, please. And
Personally,
so it's balance.
Bravo is work for me. And also, if you're
Yes.
watching Bravo, posting on your stories, technically you're creating content. Therefore, you are working.
Thank you. People are like, what do you think about The Bachelor? Well, then I have to watch it.
Right.
So let me watch
I
it.
like your Bachelor stuff.
I used to be like really into it, but it's just like, it's been so hard.
Yeah, but
There's not a lot
Paradise
to
was
say.
good.
Paradise was good. I mean, all the drama is just like out of control. And like, I am very passionate about Colton as The Bachelor.
You're here
the
for
record.
it.
I'm half here for it.
Okay. What's your hang up?
I've heard things about him in real life from people. My mic's showing. I've heard things about like he's like very like controlling. Like I had a friend that was like on a shoot with them, and apparently he was like to Allie, like his ex-girlfriend. He was like
Allie
that,
Raceman.
like,
I've heard of her.
Yeah, he's heard of her doing backflip. He's like, that doesn't look good on you. Like that makes you look big. Like just like very like controlling stuff.
That's not good.
And I also heard that she had an engagement ring on. So I'm like, what is this like story we're telling? I'm
Right.
like, are you really a virgin? Have you really never been engaged before? Are you really straight? I'm like, I'm passionate about you being the Bachelor because it needs to come to an end.
Right.
I need you to find a wife. I need you to lose your virginity, and I need to figure out who you are because if it doesn't work out after this, I'm not buying anything you're selling anymore.
Yeah.
You have one chance right now.
Honestly, like Allie Raceman like needs to do like a sit down with Diane Sawyer and like
Yeah.
tell her side and like
Spill the tea.
Yeah.
Because she has it.
100%.
It is burning. It
And
is
it's like
scorching.
for so long she ignored him being on The Bachelor because like whatever.
Right,
It wasn't
she's
a big-
above it.
She's above it. But like he is the Bachelor now. Like
Yeah.
for 4 months he will be the most watched man on television. Maybe address it now.
Yeah. I also know a girl going on The Bachelor.
You do? Is she a toaster?
I don't know. I don't know her what. She's a girlfriend's sister.
Got it.
And my boyfriend told me, so I can't say who it is, but he was like, so-and-so's sister's going on The Bachelor. But
Do you think she'll do well? Do you think Colton will like her?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm dead. Can you make her a toaster? We got to get toasters like.
Oh,
in-
I will force her to be a toaster.
Great, and then she'll come on the
100
toast.
Oh, I will drag her to New York City.
Can't
I think
wait.
she'll get far. She's very pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. What is your favorite healthy restaurant in LA?
I mean, Sweet Green is just easy, but also like Creation with a K. Creation.
Cool. Did you ever have college dropout guilt? How long did it last if you did?
This is how I get over my guilt. I never dropped out. I just stopped going. There is a button.
Where did you go?
I went to DePaul University in
Okay.
Chicago. There is a button online that says dropout. I didn't fucking click it. I just never signed
There's
up for
a
a class.
button, drop out.
Yes, it's like cancel,
Oh my God.
like drop out of school, whatever.
I'm gonna do it for Snitch. She
I
has
never
got to drop
did
out.
it. Yeah, by the way, I yelled at her on DMs last night.
Oh, good.
I was
'Cause
like,
she should be here today.
I was like, why aren't you here? She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm filing a report. Like, I don't know. I was telling her, I was like, I FaceTimed Claudia and Ben last night. I yelled at Snitch. Like, it's been a family affair the past 2 days.
No, I really appreciate
But I never,
really appreciate the help.
What's it called? A lot of people like will be like, well, what happens? Like, if Instagram goes away, like, do you have guilt if like you don't have a college degree? And like, I mean, listen, like, I'm not out here trying to be a doctor. Like, I'm not trying to be a psychologist. Like, I'm just trying to be a lifestyle, beauty, fashion actor. Like, anything that like I could work in marketing, I could work as a producer. There's all these things. So like, I don't feel guilt because I feel like I supplemented my education. Like, I wasn't. People don't know. Like, I worked in an office. Like, I was an intern. Like, the people that made To All the Boys that I loved before. Like, I interned for that company. Like, I was a producer and a writer at that company. And so I really like surrounded myself with like people that like know what they're doing. And I learned the industry for a year, and then I started like acting and doing all that stuff. So it's not like I just like dropped out and like moved to LA and was like,
And cross your
"Woo!"
fingers, hope for the best.
I worked my ass off for 2 years, and then I was like, woo, and like got drunk every day. But I waited,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Okay, that's good advice. So we've spoken to you about this before. Revolve, you are a Revolve
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
We like love stalking the trips. You've said that they are truly fun.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about working with Revolve, going on the trips? Like,
I really do like the people. Like, the girls that work at Revolve are just like so much fun, and they're so nice. And like, once you're like in, you're just like kind of in, you know. And it's like they kind of put you on trips like with girls that you're friends with. So it's not like
can you
'cause
make requests? Like at Camp Toast, you can request your bunk. Like, can you
yeah.
request?
So like what happened was like me and my friend Claudia, not your Claudia, my Claudia, we always go together, and like for a while like we weren't getting +1s because like we were each other's +1. And so like I think because we're like legitimate best friends in real life. And so we kind of like made our friends right away with the Revolve girls, and then we like started to kind of like go on those trips, and you can like see like who's going which weekend of the Hamptons or like whatever. And so you can kind of like request to go a certain weekend with certain people. But like we all go to Coachella together, and like everyone's friends, and like even if you're not, like you meet them. Like that's how I met all the Bachelor girls and stuff, because I just like the Revolve girls were like, we know you love the Bachelor, like let's go. Like they're so chill.
Yeah.
And they drink a lot.
Good.
Like a lot. And so it's like just bottles and bottles, and it's like, not that I drink a lot, me and Claudia like actually take fake shots because like we don't want to like piss anyone off. We're like, yeah, we're so grateful to be here. Woo! Just like, because like we just can't keep up, but it's truly a good time. It's not just like for Instagram.
Right. I think that's the vibe that we've all got.
You guys, I'm like, I want to force them to like invite you guys.
No, totally.
Like I think you guys need to do some investigative journalism.
Yes, and when we talked about obviously what happened with the sweatshirt,
which was, like,
no
very
bueno,
upsetting.
and we were also saying that they had recently reached out to us about like working together, and we hadn't heard back, and we were like, well, now we're not going to hear anything, but we actually heard back that day, and we are working with them, so it's all good. We're not going on a trip yet, but this is.
But
a
it
start.
all started. You got to plant the seeds. Trust me.
Yes.
It took me a year to get to trips.
Totally. So
By just like hustling and making them like me.
we'll see you in a year.
We'll see you in a year at
In
Coachella.
Bermuda.
In Bermuda.
What has been the best part of launching XLE and Feel?
Just finally having something tangible to share with people. Like I've been doing this since 2011, and I've never like movie is technically like here, like watch this, but like having like tangible stuff is just like really exciting. Then also with like the creative process of it all is like a dream come true. So I won't waste your time just being like, well, but it was amazing, and it's like really exciting knowing that it's like the beginning.
Yeah,
you know,
that's so exciting.
Because like we have more collections to come. Like this is just the first drop of clothes, and there's like so much stuff coming. So it's just like there's it's like a year and a half of like I'm working on something like coming
secret
soon,
project.
like secret project, and I'm like, am I that bitch? I'm like, no, like for real, like I have something coming soon, and now it's here.
Like I don't mind a secret. This is my thing about secret projects.
Yeah.
Like when people are like secret project, I'm like ugh. But
Yes.
I just want to know, when the thing launches, tell me this is the secret project
Yes.
you were working on. I need to close the book on the secret
Yes.
project.
Yes.
So I'm down for a secret project when I find out what it is.
Yes, and I think I'm very good at that because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like spill the tea today. I'm gonna tell you what's going on, and then like there's like one secret project that like I never got to close the book on because it just like didn't come to fruition.
Right, and that I get too.
The show didn't sell.
Right.
No one wanted to buy it.
And so the honesty I appreciate as well, as opposed
Yeah.
to pretending like, we
Still working on it.
right, or that like you never said it to begin with, like
Right.
oh, I don't like.
Yeah,
it
I just
just
like it's like
disappeared.
because I also hate that because like a lot of like my biggest pet peeve is girls in LA like with like sides, which is like what you audition with, like the part of the script.
Okay.
And so it's like 3 pages of like 2 scenes or something, and it's always girls like, oh my god, like working on something. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going on an audition. Those
Right.
are 3. Those are sides. You're not working on anything besides trying to get a job. And so it's always just like it's everything is such smoke and mirrors and like such a facade that like that's why I tried to like tread lightly because like I just don't want to be
That girl.
person that's like thirsty. I'm like,
Totally.
no, like I really am working. Like I promise, like I'm gonna give you something, and then I get anxiety if things get delayed. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's coming, I swear.
And so you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch,
Yes.
but you also like you want people to get excited and don't want them to
Totally.
be like not prepared
Right.
for what's
like
coming.
my friend did it too. I was like, you did not hype this stuff enough. I was like, all of a sudden you were like dropping like merch, and I'm like, no one had any idea. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, I got distracted. I'm like, well, now I'm like, it's kind of anticlimactic, so you do gotta hype it up.
Yeah.
It's the fine,
It's a
the
delicate
balance. Yes.
Okay, final question from like a very prestigious influencer, Lauren Elizabeth. What do you love about Jackie?
I come to this when I was drunk last night. My favorite things about Jackie. 1, I appreciate that me and my friends love affirming each other, so like this is really easy for me. 1, I appreciate your fashion sense. You always have like a bomb outfit from head to toe.
Thank you.
This is probably like the most interesting thing I'll wear all month.
That means so much coming from you. I feel like you're always dressed head to toe, even in your casual like high-waisted jeans, little
No,
t-shirt.
you always just have a little t-shirt. No, you always have a look. Like there's always a full look.
Thank
Okay.
you. I try.
I love how fast you talk because I talk fast as well. I just love how open and honest you are about who you are, and you don't take no for an answer. I also like that you're like a digital personality that's truly pioneering the game. Like, look at what you've done. Like, I'm in a studio, I'm on the Morning Toast. Like, you guys are really making moves, and you're not just like trying to get that Instagram brand deal money. And you are about to be a wifey, so like, it's not like you can't go on The Bachelor, but I feel like you wouldn't because you have a show to run. And you and Claudia are really changing the game, and you're 2 of my favorite people on the planet.
Oh my God, thank you so much. That is so sweet. You are one of our favorite people, like 100%. Yes, and you're definitely one of our favorite toasters.
Thank you.
And we
I
love
try.
that you actually listen to the show, and I'm so glad to hear
I'm in
all
the
of your.
group.
You literally know every single
I know
thing
everything.
we've ever spoken about.
I'm a psychopath. Like I feel like I get like anxiety of like how much I like people and support people. So it's like I get anxiety when I'm like DMing Claudia, being like, I'm just like so proud of you guys. Like I think you're so talented, and I'm like, Claudia's gonna think I'm a freak. Like I'm in the toasters group. I listen to the toast. Like I'm just someone. I'm like woman supporting woman, and so like I hype my like if I'm your friend, like I hype you the fuck up. Like I'm not like the opposite of that at all. So I'm like, I get anxiety that I'm like, oh my God, like I'm too into the toast. Like I need to like calm down.
Oh my
like
God,
I need to
that's
like,
so funny.
yeah, like literally, like that's why I don't comment in the toasters group.
Got
Like,
it.
and also like I have the tea too. Because
Oh,
people
I'm
are like,
sure
I
you
wonder
do.
what's going on. I'm like, oh fuck, I actually know what's going on. I'm like, I
You
just
need to
can't
make
say
a fake
anything.
Facebook. I'll let you in.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Done.
Oh, like Ashley style it.
Yeah.
What was it?
Ashley
from,
Jacobs.
Yeah.
From Southern Charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Scary.
love that shit.
Anyways, thank you so much for being here, an hour and 15. So for all you commuters in LA fake traffic,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
I'm sweating.
Congratulations on the 2 lines.
Yes.
You sent me a box of stuff. I'm so excited to wear it.
Yes,
And
I'm
like,
so excited.
this is everything. I
you.
literally like just assumed it was whatever.
Yeah,
you
just
usually
clothes.
wear. Just
Yeah.
clothes.
Revolve or something. No.
So stylish. Love a good leopard.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, you guys. We won't be back tomorrow because it's Yom Kippur and I have a huge pit about
Yes.
fasting.
Good luck.
Oh my God.
I don't think my boyfriend fasts, but we will be celebrating.
I literally have never dreaded it so much as I do right now. Like, I'm planning my whole evening around it. I need some good stuff to watch. I'll finish Billions. I'm gonna stay up really late so that I can sleep really
You get
late
to eat a lot today, though, right?
tonight,
Or no?
and then we
Tonight, okay.
stop eating after dinner
Okay. Good luck.
at sundown. I'll stay up really late, wake up really late, go to temple, break fast.
That's also another thing I love about you. I just love how you guys are open about your spirituality. It's
Well,
great.
Thanks, and I feel like we always say like I feel like a lot of people who watch the toast, not that many, but have never like really met a Jewish person before and don't really like know.
Really?
Yeah, and we've met toasters who are like I've never met a Jewish person before.
Wow.
So we're just trying to explain the religion a little bit. I like appreciate everyone else's religion, and I just feel like religion like is just
Yeah.
such a beautiful like spiritual thing and something believing in a higher power. Like it's a nice thing to get out of our own fucking heads for a second.
Yeah, especially in 2018, like having like good like morals and like doing like nice traditions and stuff. It's like, yes.
It grounds you. I feel like
Yes.
so. As much as I'm not looking forward to Yom Kippur and the fast, hopefully on Thursday I'll be a better person, you guys, and I'll be absolved of
You're
all
gonna
of
be
my
floating.
sins.
You're literally gonna be so light as a
I'm
feather.
gonna wear all white. Okay, thank you again. Thank you,
Thank you for
Toasters.
having
We will
me.
see you Thursday. We will be joined by Leanne Locken and Lauren Bushnell.
Oh.
Almost confirmed. It's
Oh
gonna
my God,
be a
I
big
love
day.
her. Okay.
Bye.